Hello students, welcome to Easy Maths channel by Rajeshwari. Again I am here to help you in mathematics. Today we are going to discuss 12th chapter of Telangana Board Maths textbook, Applications of Trigonometry. Before this we have studied what is trigonometry, how it is useful, and now we will study how to apply this trigonometry to find the heights and distances. So this is very important topic and quite interesting also. So I have brought this textbook to explain you how to find the heights and distances of any building or any tree or anything, any pole or anything. So here in the textbook they have given the concept of angle of elevation and angle of depression. If you understand what is angle of elevation and what is angle of depression and how to draw a figure for given condition, then it will be very easy for you to solve the problems because already you have studied about the sine, cos and tan ratios, and you have studied the values of angles of 30 degree, 45, 60, 90, 0. By using these ratios for different angles and values of these ratios at different angles, we can solve this topic very easily. So here see, first, I will explain you what is angle of elevation. You already know what is the meaning of elevate. Elevate means to make it at height. So here one girl is standing and she is observing this tree. Okay. When you look up, your line of sight will also become high and the angle increases. Okay. See, angle of elevation is formed when you observe any object which is at more height than you. Okay, if you observe any object which is at more height than you, then angle of elevation is formed. An angle of elevation is formed with the horizontal line. Okay, and line of sight. Angle of elevation is the angle between the horizontal and line of sight. Observe here, this girl is observing the top of this tree. So her line of sight will be this. And line of sight is an imaginary line. Okay. That you have to consider because at more height we see the angle will increase. If you observe less height, then angle will be less. So here angle of elevation is formed with the horizontal and line of sight. Any object, whether it is a building or a mountain or any tree or any pole, they are horizontal, they are vertical on the horizontal plane, means they are perpendicular, they stand vertically, means they make 90-degree angle here. Okay, any building, any pole, any tree, any mountain, they stand vertically on the ground, means they form right angle here at the point of joining. So when is the angle of elevation formed? Angle of elevation is formed when we observe any object which is at more height than us. Then the angle between the horizontal and line of sight is called angle of elevation. Okay, so I think you understood what is angle of elevation. Now where you are standing in front of you, you observe, is there any building or any tree or anything or any kite flying in the sky? You look up and you think where is your line of sight, and angle between horizontal and your line of sight will give you the angle of elevation. Okay, so this is the concept of angle of elevation. Now we will see what is angle of depression. Now observe this page. Here this girl is observing this hand pump from the top of a building. Now the girl is at height and the object of observation is at a low height. So when you observe anything which is at less height than you, then angle of depression is formed with the horizontal. Here horizontal ground is there, but here you should imagine that there is one horizontal line. An angle made between horizontal line and line of sight is angle of depression. Don't consider this angle, right? Always angle of depression and elevations are formed with the horizontal line. So when is the angle of depression formed? When we observe any object which is at less height than us, then our line of sight will go downward, and the angle between line of sight and horizontal is called angle of depression. Here the girl is observing this hand pump. Her line of sight is going down. If you are standing anywhere, you are standing on the floor, you observe anything is lying on the floor, you observe that object and you think ki where is your line of sight going? It is going down, no? Yes. So like that, this girl is observing the hand pump. The line of sight is going like this downward, and here is the horizontal line, and the angle between horizontal and line of sight is the angle of depression. So you have to remember angle of depression is formed with the horizontal and line of sight when we observe any object which is at less height than us. Okay. So again I will revise. What is angle of elevation? Angle of elevation is formed with the horizontal and line of sight when we observe any object which is at more height than us. An angle of depression is formed between line of sight and horizontal when we observe any object which is at less height than us. Okay, but for solving the problems, you have to read the question what situation is given. If any building, tree, pole, anything is given, you have to use a line for that. You don't have to actually draw the building or actually draw the tree or a pole. No, you have to just consider a line for ease of solving the problem. So here some drawing figures to solve problems. This topic is given, 3 points are given. What you have to take care when you draw the figures for a given condition. All the objects, towers, trees, buildings, ships, mountains, you have to consider in the linear form. Linear means you have to make a line for that. Okay, so that you can solve the problem easily. The angle of elevation and angle of depression are always formed with the horizontal line. Remember. And the third point given is height of the observer is neglected. If it is not given in the problem, ki consider the height of the observer or height of the observer is 1.5 meter or 1 meter, something is given, then only you have to consider the height of the observer. Otherwise you don't have to consider the height of the observer, and observer will be considered as a point. Is it clear to everyone? Now let us see how to draw the figures for these situations. Here a clock tower is given, and here angle is given alpha. Here is one person observing the top of the clock tower, and angle of elevation is formed alpha. Why is angle of elevation is formed here? Because the observer is at less height and the top of the tower is at more height. So line of sight will go upward, and the horizontal is here distance between foot of the tower. Okay, this is the foot base of the clock tower, and here is the observer. The distance between foot of the tower and the observer is given as D. Here tower is drawn, but you don't have to draw. They are just explaining that for tower you have to take a straight line, because any tower, any building, any tree, they are vertically they stand vertically to the horizontal, so they make 90-degree angle. Okay, buildings are not bent, they are straight. So this tower is shown by this vertical line, and this is the foot of the tower, and this is the top of the tower. So a person is standing here, is observing the top of the tower, then angle of elevation is formed as alpha, and the distance between the foot of the tower and the observer is given as d. Similarly here, this Rinki is observing a flower which is on the ground. She is standing in the um, at height in the building, here in the balcony. So she is observing a flower here. So her line of sight will go down because she is at height, and the object which she is observing is at a less height. So when she looks at the flower, her line of sight will go down here. So the angle between horizontal and line of sight is angle of depression. This is the angle of depression, not this. Okay, don't get confused. You have to draw here horizontal. So this angle will be angle of depression. Okay, now if we draw a parallel line here, horizontal, ground is also horizontal. So this ground and these two lines are parallel, no? Then this is the transversal, suppose line of sight is a transversal. Then these two angles will be interior alternate angles. And interior alternate angles are equal. So if this is beta, this angle will also be beta. Okay. So let us draw the figure for this. This line shows the building. Similarly, everything is same here. Only this building you have to draw in the linear form. Means a line. Height of the building is x. Okay, because we don't know what is the height of the building and we have to find it. Okay, now here, here top of the building, here the Rinki is standing. She is observing the flower here. So her line of sight will go down here, and angle formed between horizontal and line of sight is angle of depression. So this will be also same, because when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, alternate interior angles are equal. Now you can use any formula. This is the angle, this is opposite side. Any formula you can use. Ratio means sine, tan. You have to think which ratio is useful here. Okay, then you have to use it. Now here see example 3. Here a person is there, is observing this top and bottom both. So angle of elevation here angle of elevation is formed, and angle of depression will form up. Here is angle of depression with horizontal. When it will observe the point which is at less height, then it will look down, and this dotted line is line of sight with horizontal, which angle is formed theta 2. So this will be also theta 2, interior alternate angles. And when it will observe the point which is at more height than him, then this is the angle of elevation theta 1. So here both the concepts are mixed. Angle of elevation is also forming when we see the object which is at more height, and angle of depression is also forming because he is seeing the object which is at less height than him. So in this way, this building we have to consider a line. Okay, and a balloon which is tied with a rope is also considered as a line. Then draw the figure and solve the problem. You might be having doubt ki how to measure the angle in real life, in practically, when you want to find the height of a tree or anything, any object or distance. Then theodolites are used. Theodolites are the instrument which are used to measure the angles and find the distances. So when you know this angle and this distance, you can easily find this height or this hypotenuse by using the sine, cos and tan ratios. So remember, Theodolites are the instruments used to find the angles. Okay, so this angle is found by using the instrument theodolites in practical life. Okay, I hope you understood well. If not understood, watch this video one more time. Till then, I'll be uploading the video for exercises of this chapter. Till then, bye bye.